How's everybody doing? Welcome back to my writing lair.
All candy sold separately.
So in this video, what I'm going to do is just share a short snippet from my current work in progress. It is a new novel. It's a mix between, I would say, Gorky Park and A Perfect Spy with a little bit of supernatural thrown in. And even though it's not sci-fi or fantasy, it's definitely the craziest story I've ever written. I'm very excited about it, and I'm looking forward to finishing it up and shopping it around next year. So I'm just going to jump right into it, and I hope you enjoy this little slice from my new novel. That's your problem right there. Gina Marie glared, the cold heat searing Nina's skin. She didn't say anything, knew her mother would elaborate next breath. You have no sense of what to take seriously and what not to. Nina, eyes closed, smiled. Oh, mother, you may be brilliant and cunning, but unpredictable you are not. And still an immature little bitch. Nina's smile grew in concert with her amusement. Laughter pushed her mouth wide open, reverberated throughout the cramped, white-walled room. She couldn't stop, didn't want to. Tears followed, rivulets running along deep creases of mirth to her chin, eventually clothing her neck in salt. If Gina Marie were speaking, Nina couldn't hear. When she finally reopened her eyes, it took her a long moment to process the scene before her. Martin, struggling to hold Gina Marie at bay, turned his ugly, jagged face to Nina. You won't be laughing soon, he snarled. Nina felt her mother's hate like a rush of cold wind crowning a fast-approaching summer storm. Trapped in her bed, she was a fragile house on a naked shore, helpless against the force about to sweep her up into dark, swirling chaos. Without warning, Gina Marie stopped, breathed heavily for several seconds before taking a moment to adjust her jacket and wrist bangles. Martin stepped back, glaring at his stepdaughter. Nina expected the same from Gina Marie, but instead stared up into a mask of indifference. This lack of sentiment extended to her voice, the wooden neutrality of a scientist presenting her empirical findings to an equally dispassionate panel of colleagues. Here you will stay, and here you will rot. She strode to the door and exited without a backward glance. Martin sneered, looked at the straps still around her ankles, then followed Gina Marie's icy wake, slamming the door behind him. Nina stared at it, pallid white like the rest of the room. Just another wall. Another layer she'd need to peel away at some point in order to extricate herself from the web around her, built by someone else. But you allowed this, facilitated it even. She considered this for a long while. A flicker, starting in her stomach, climbed up each rib, growing hotter all the while, so hot, finally melting into her heart, which pumped satisfied blood through her arteries and veins. She looked at the walls of her room again. Web or cocoon? A spider's meal, sustenance for a vampiric predator, or the larval form of what could one day be a butterfly, free to use newfound wings, the entire world suddenly within reach, suddenly real, no longer a nebulous amalgamation constructed entirely of subconscious fantasy and the consonants and vowels from others' lips. Something she could touch, smell, and taste, so tangible and solid she could take hold with quivering hands without fear that it would slip away through her fingers like the fluid dreams that had only ever existed in her mind.